to another MLB The Show 26 video here on the channel. Today we're going to do what I like to call a, well, in my line of work, we call it a compliment sandwich. What's a compliment sandwich, you ask? I'll let you know. Basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about basically two good things in the middle of a bad thing. Now, realistically, there might be more bad than good. There is, but we are going to talk about kind of what's good. Unlike some other people, I don't necessarily care if there's a lot of negativity on the timeline or anything. It doesn't really bother me. I think a lot of this stuff is mainly the fault of STS, but I do want to praise them when they do good, which isn't a lot, mind you. It's very much not a lot, but they do some good things, and we are going to compliment them on that today, but we are going to talk about the obvious bad stupidity that has been plaguing them all the cycle of MLB The Show 26, and I don't see it going away anywhere. So let's dive into this. This is going to be a little bit of a different video, talking about my opinion. Don't worry, I will be covering and talking about the mobile game. I have the thing, I just don't have a cord, so we're going to do stuff a little bit differently for that, but I do want to at least show it off, at least talk about it, because I do play gacha games, so I can hopefully explain things a little bit different maybe than a lot of other people who don't play gacha games. But all that to say this, let's dive in and talk about what's good, the bad, and the indifferent here for what has been a god-awful month for SCS. So starting off with the good, these are all the packs that I've accumulated and still am accumulating kind of since Friday. This is 15 show packs, 17 ball-ins, few headliners for cards that I don't think cost a ton of stubs. I have that Mark McGwire, hilariously. Live series from the inning program, deluxe Twitch drops, which are still going on as me recording this. I haven't touched them. I think you can get 4 or 5 a day, so you should have a good amount of these as you go along. The 2 vintage from the program and the conquest, my May spotlight that I haven't touched yet, and another one. This one does have the vintage. I don't think this one does. What's this one? Oh, it does, but I don't think this one you can pick. This one you can. So all that stuff. So realistically here, I guess hypothetically any of them really, but May spotlight here. Have these cards dipped? Oh wow, they are interesting. I do want to get this Redemptors, but I'm cool with pine for him. So this isn't really a chalk on the board or anything, but I will say this, at least it looks like there are a good amount of packs to do. Let's talk about the good, because we said we want to start off with the good news, and then we can kind of get our way into the bad stuff. Good. Well, that's actually bad. We're not there yet. Go to the collections. I do want to mention this because I didn't notice this, and this is kind of a good thing to a degree. To get Cattell, it is only 27 cards. What does that ultimately mean here? Essentially, you only need one of these guys. You only need one of Gary Sanchez, Crochet, Chase, or Lawrence. Now, in terms of that, you can do a couple things. Just get the cheapest one here, which looks like might be Larry at 33 or 28. Let's look at the sell now. 30, 40, 29. Yeah. Larry is the cheapest one. So you could pick up Larry, lock him in, and then you get everything else that's like here. I mean, Glaber's free if you put some time in. It's still going to cost you a good amount. So it's 16,000 stubs for everything, but that includes Jeter, who's 200K right now. So take that for what it's worth. But I still haven't finished this program. Granted, these guys are cheap too, so you could just like bottom tier this, get all the 92s, do the conquest. You could still flip the conquest cards for a good penny. Fred McGriff has recorded this is 25. Luis Castillo is 25, basically 25. So you get 50K stubs by flipping it to get them. So this really isn't the biggest issue they've had. Realistically looking at it, you get a number of free cards. I mean, hypothetically, I'm still doing the mini seasons. I just got Raul Ibanez. So in terms of like that, we're looking for Mitch Garver's when we get the XP requirement, and then Ryan McMahon. So there's another 2 right there. So currently I can get 4 more cards. I can get 12 just alone, basically just enough to get Jock. So 13. And then if you kind of keep doing stuff, you can hypothetically get Teobaldo, because I think the 92s like, let's just say we got Kike and Yastrzemski, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you do the conquest, 5, 6. You can get Ubaldo, and then from there, it's probably kind of a wait and see. I would just say if you're like, I want Cattell, do Diamond Quest. Just drive your way through it, play on GOAT. I know it's difficult. Work your walks, get yourself... Truthfully, I think playing on GOAT's not the biggest thing. My biggest gripe with it is how a lot of times the games have to be played on Legend when everything else is on Vet. I think that's kind of cheap, to be honest with you. And truthfully, you might be better playing the coin flip. That is the good. I guess. It is a win. I will admit, I think this... You're going to see a lot of this, just for the record. The bad, if you want to call it that. In terms of the programs that we've had, the last 3 have been the same. We've had 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a pack card. 6 cards for Cityscape. Mural City, a 1 card, a pack, a 2 card, a 3 card, a 4 card, and a 5 card. Again, 5 card and a pack card. Yeah, any guesses what this one was? 1 card, a pack, 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. 5 cards in a pack. Rivalry Weekend, a 1, 2, 3, 4. These are just straight up cards. There were no packs. Granted, this was a, hey, we see you guys complaining, shut up kind of thing. This hasn't changed either, but, well, I shouldn't say it. This is a different animal. I think this is kind of a good thing. However, it's all this is really doing, in my opinion, is keeping these prices in check. Because in past years, what has happened is these guys, because you couldn't get them kind of regularly, skyrocketed in price. I mean, Bryce Terang was, I think, upwards of 40K at some points. I mean, granted, now that we know, like, oh, it's not, you wait 1, then it comes back. So realistically, if you're playing like the stub game, you might be thinking about selling Moose and then just grinding your way back up to get Moose in the rewind pack because you can't sell them anyway. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So again, in terms of this, you do get another pack. That's 3 packs you get. So ideally, again, we're talking about being there. These missions aren't too difficult. Again, we're sort of sandwiching in the thing. This is what it is. 25K is nothing to get 25 points. It's better than 40 or 30. So chalk it up as a win. But back to the original thing. Again, this program, a 1 card a pack. We talked about this. It's been the same damn thing. Rinse, wash, and repeat. This month for programs has just been rinse, wash, and repeat. One theory is that the content team for the console is the content team for the mobile game. I doubt that's the situation. Most of the time, these things are separated because they're 2 very distinct, different things. Now, granted, if you've looked at the mobile game, it's a lot of like cheap buys for cards. Not so much here. So I don't necessarily know. And content for a mobile game works way different than a console. Mobile games, you're kind of looking at a month-long window with separated by 2 weeks. For the most part, at least that's how my game has done it. So that's my baseline is 2 weeks or a 4-week month. Here, it's a little bit different. It's 1 week. Now, I don't think it's necessarily good, but the same rinse, wash, repeat thing hasn't happened here. Granted, I think it was the same here. One card a pack, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like there are 7, but I think that's because they wanted to throw in Jackie. So this is just bad. I don't know if it's just because because of the pack thing, because it's 1 a pack, 2, 3, 4. So this one went down 1. But ultimately, these, at least the last month, has been good. And the reason why I'm saying this is just a bad trend is, hypothetically speaking, if we're kind of judging this on the way it's going to go, eventually this will be a 95. Will be a red diamond for free. And I'm intrigued to see how the rest of this is going to go, because now you're kind of moving that line down. Now, granted, I think what's so comical here is that we're still starting off with 92s. The last one I think was a 91, which, is it a bad thing? I don't, I couldn't tell you. I think bullpen arms doesn't really matter. Position, it kind of matters, but that's not good. Another thing, just to tack onto this, because I want to mention this because I think it's this actually gets under my skin. So we go to Spotlight. They did a thing of, I think this is mainly to help lower the cost of these cards. Aaron Judge got one, and they're kind of like, this motherfucker got a card because he hit a home run. What this is really doing is it's trying to offset the cost of a very expensive card in Aaron Judge. Is it a lame reason to give him a card? Yeah. For a walk-off home run, does he need a Spotlight? No, but it's for the broader thing of, hey, a lot of you guys might not be able to use Judge. This should help. He's a free Judge. Everyone should have this guy. You kind of see 150,000 of players do. Hell, I just haven't used him. That's why he's not P1. Like P1, I mean, granted, it's fallen off quite a bit here. But my point being is, complain all you want that this MF forgot a card because he had a home run. It's to help offset the cost. Now, what pisses me off here is this card plus the 3 other cards don't go into this guy. I don't know why they do this. I know their response officially will probably be, it's going to help you with the bigger collection coming on the 12th. That's all fine and dandy. However, I think putting this card, and we know it'll be, let's say, it's similar to a chipper. Let's just say another switch hitter. I don't know who it'll be, but let's just say it's Mickey fucking Mantle again. I don't know. I'm just spitballing cards here. How is the common man gonna get him? This collection, to finish this, I just want to point this out, still at the end of the month is 138, almost 139,000 subs. Look, I understand that sometimes you got to move the money needle, but putting these guys in ways that don't benefit the common player is such a dick move. And the same thing here. And before anyone says, well, how do you know maybe more people have him? I don't know. All right, let's take a look at the number, shall we? 35K people have him. Shit, we'll round it up. Well, 28. Let's just, we can say 35 have him. I don't know. You tell me if people have acquired this card. It sure as shit doesn't look like it to me. At all here. This is a dumb model. I'm not a Mills guy. I have stated this, but he went off on him yesterday for this nonsense, and I do agree that this is astronomically stupid. He says they know better. I would assume they also know better, that this model is absolute horseshit. I didn't even realize you could only buy one ultra vintage pack. I think this is astronomically fucking dumb. You get 3. You can get 3 packs for free. I think there's some other ways in mini seasons to get them. But I just don't understand this model whatsoever. If the game is you want people to rip packs, here's the thing that I want to make clear. When it comes to gacha, and this is the gacha mechanic, is they want you to rip packs. However, generally speaking, if it comes down to, hey, you want to open packs, generally, at some point, there'll be a pack where the value is good enough to where you pull the trigger to open them. This game has a history of not really doing that. Like, this is what I would say would be worth it. Let's say there was an ultra pack that went back and said, you get, let's just say, here's what the odds were. 4 cards, rare round or better, plus a guaranteed rare round, 2 guaranteed rare rounds. So instead of the 4 and 1, let's say it's 2 and 3. And the 2 extra ones are only like the highest rare for 50K. People would open that shit like there's no tomorrow. Right now, the reason why we say don't open packs is because these odds are horrid. You get let's just put it, here's what I would say. They talk about 92 plus overalls being 4 and then 193. That's really no different than this. This one, you get 1 that's 92 base round or better, 3 base round or better. This one, you get 4 base round or better, but you get the merciful gods of SDS say, hey, we'll give you 1 of these for free. I don't know what the point of this is, but at this point, it's just bad. Okay. Another sort of thing to stack on the complaints. This isn't a complaint for me, but I do want to acknowledge it. A lot of people really fucking hate mini seasons. I could care. I don't give two shits. I think this is a better way to earn stuff. This is like this is the back end of compliment sandwich, if you will. I think these goals here are pretty good. I could care. I think the 1 is fucking funny. I would say give 5, then it's 1 per win. The 7 ones is the XP. This isn't repeatable. This is comical to me. The cards here I think are helpful. However, I kind of like this being here and the other way around. I guess this is equal for repeatability, but it just doesn't feel like this is weird. It's like you're gonna use him, but is it worth the headliner pack, which is now 3 cards? I don't know if that's worth it. I think these 2 flip would be better, or make this another vintage pack. The premier pack in here is okay for the 32 total bases. In here, I wish it was repeatable. It's not. This one is, so you do get, if you grind your little Tookus off, you can probably get a couple of these if you grinded your little behind off. The 2006 or earlier is another 3 packs. So there are packs to be had here and stuff. The thing of it for me that I wonder is, how do they want you to play it? I think they want you to do 9 innings, 28 games. I don't see a rationale for it. But if the biggest thing I would say is, like, if a lot of these were repeatable, I think there'd be more value in this. But as of now, there's not. The back end stuff's fine. It's just, there's a fair amount of, to me, just, I see the vision. I think it's just kind of weird because at some point, what we're going to devolve into, and we kind of already have, is essentially offline mini seasons and online ranked. Events being a week is also a win. I have said for a while, I'm glad it's a week, not 5 days. It made no damn sense. It just makes sense to have one in, one go. I know they're like, we don't necessarily want to have events all the time. Understandable, I guess, but I think there should be another way for players to grind that's not 9 innings. The thing is the next thing going into it is going to be weekend classic. I don't know. Is there an event coming next week? Doesn't look like it. At least they don't have one listed. It's going to be the 4th of the weekend classic, which we already know is a shit show to begin with. So we'll kind of see how it all plays out. I really don't have a whole lot of excitement going into this. I will say the one nice thing is that it looks like it's just strictly going to be the Lightning program. So it's not like you have anything other than that to really worry about. So that's a good thing, I would say personally, but it kind of means that once that hits, you're probably not going to see anything probably until that following Friday, which is the 12th. So do that what you will, but I really want to just state for the record, I think the pacing of content's bad. The rinse wash repeat aspect of the month has been bad. It looks bad, and I think that we need to have something a little bit more in terms of online play that's not ranked, or just this different aspect of it being events. Now, ultimately, I could go into more if I really wanted to. The fact that every major collection for this month in terms of program has been a switch hitter, it's not really a problem for me. I just sort of find it funny that there's just people either that, I know some people love him, some people hate him. I'm just sort of like, I think it's funny because they talk about they have an advantage. I've yet to see in anything I've consumed of these all his switch hitter lineups. If anything, I would say limit it to 2 on higher difficulties, 3 on lower difficulties, so it doesn't feel like you're using it. A 3rd is fine, personally. Hell, if you want to limit it to 2 in 1, limit to 2 in 1. I think it's fine. I don't see this running around of them. Although I will say 3 big ones being switch hitters is hilarious to me personally. But again, who the hell? What do I know? Anywho, that's all of that. Let me know down below. Is there something I missed that's huge for this? I'm not necessarily trying, for the record, I am not necessarily trying to pander to the company. I'm not trying to bury the company. I just try to say things how it is from the perspective of somebody who doesn't play this game religiously like other content creators. I played in spurts for the most part. I really get bored of it now because it's just the same damn thing over and over again. But I'll try to list my displeasures as best I can, because I know for some of you, that's how you really do it. But I try to be fair as best I can alongside that. So all that being said, my name is Specs. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.